Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to What's the 504. I am your host, Christy B. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And if you are returning, welcome back. So you guys, I have been covering the Orrin and Orson West story for the past, 3 weeks now or so. If you're not familiar with the case, Orrin and Orson West were reported missing on December 21st by their adoptive parents, Jacqueline and Trezell West, who reside in California City, California. Okay, so you guys, I know I have been stating that I was working on trying to get information about how reward money works. So apparently, this is obviously a case-by-case situation. I have reached out to California City Department, Police Department, and I was told that I would have to speak with the officer that is working the case, which I have left 2 messages. I've called like 4 times, and some of the days he's not there. And then the other 2 times I did leave a voice message. I have not gotten a return call yet, and it's been about a week, I guess. And I do get that they are actively, I'm assuming they're actively busy, like trying to work a bunch of cases at once because they are a small police department. So hopefully I will get a call back. What I did decide to do, though, however, is to call the Bakersfield Police Department to see if I could get any type of information from them in general as far as to how reward money works when it's initially, offered. So based on the information I was able to gather from someone at the communications department, that's responsible for taking incoming call, non-emergency incoming calls. And basically what I was told is that typically that money is offered by the entity or the persons, and that money is supposed to be available up front at that time when they decide they're going to pledge or promise whatever the stated amount is, and that money is supposed to be made available at that time. Now, from what she stated, was that the money just remains there until the person is found based on the information that she knows. However, I do know that varies because the recent article that I read, and I do recall this as well when I watched some of the Chief Walker's interviews, that the award money or reward money that was put up from the police department is only there for a certain length of time. And so that's why I was trying to get more information as far as how does that work when other entities or pledge or promise that they will pay a set amount of money to help locate these persons. Is that money just there forever? Do they put this money up front and it's there forever and ever? Or is that money made available only for a certain length of time? And after so long, if the case, I don't want to say it goes cold, but if so many months have gone by, or let's say so many years have gone by, is that money then given back to the party that promised this amount of money because so much time has gone back, or does that money just, stay there or whatnot? And so my understanding is that information really goes by the detective or the officer that is handling the case. And so it could vary from case to case. So I actually thought that maybe the police department would have like a general set of guidelines when it comes to reward money, but it does not appear to be that way, at least not in the state of California from the information that I'm gathering. I even called Kern County Sheriff's Department to see if I can get some information from there to see if it kind of varied from the information that I got from the Bakersfield Police Department. And basically, the dispatch person just told me, yeah, this goes by the officer. We don't have that information or whatnot. It has to go by the handling officer. So, like I said, you guys, I did try to find some information. Hopefully, I will get a call back at some point and be able to get more definite information on that. But my understanding is that the police department, for California City Police Department, that the money that they are putting up as far as locating Orrin and Orson West or any tips, that money is actually set to expire on February 23rd. So that would be maybe like 2 months of availability because they were reported missing on December 21st, January, February. So that money is only available, I guess, for, 2 months or 60 days or something like that. So I assume that money must just go back into a general pool or funding account that they have set aside to help try to resolve crimes. Now, one thing that the Bakersfield Police Department communications person did tell me was that they do work with an outside third party entity like with the witness tip line and whatnot, and that they collect donations within the community, and then those funds can be offered up for reward to help locate missing persons or resolve crimes or maybe find wanted persons or whatnot. So you guys, that's just like a little bit of information. That's what I was able to find out thus far. So, like I said, hopefully, the officer handling the case for Orrin and Orson West in actual California City Police Department will be able to call me back and at least just answer those few questions. Not that many questions, but yeah, and also the rep that I spoke to in Bakersfield Police Department did say that they are still taking information and assisting with the case. So that was good to know because I was getting like mixed information. Excuse me. I was getting mixed information on that, like whether the Bakersfield Police Department was still involved or not, since the police chief, from what I've seen, has not spoken out again on the news stations or whatever. It's in about a month or so. So that is good to know, you guys. So I did want to read off again regarding regarding the reward money for Orrin and Orson West. So currently it's at 120K. And based on this article by avpress.com, I have to give them credit. I will put that link in the description below if you want to read the full article. But currently, of course, the amount is at 120K. And it just says that cannabis company, traditional company, has recently pledged an additional $20,000 for the return of the West Boys, according to city manager Anna Lynn. Then we have two companies owned by Rick Jones, Preferred Towing and Greenstone Cannabis Dispensary, have both pledged $10,000 each. And Murphy's Pool and Spa has put up $5,000. The extended family of Trezell and Jacqueline West have also offered an additional $30,000. And if you haven't had a chance, I did put a link in the previous video for the extended West family, not Jacqueline Trezell West, but their extended family, which is the adoptive, family of Orrin and Orson West. They have put up funds and they came out with a statement on February the 6th. So if you guys are interested in reading their full statement, that is linked in the previous video. Okay, so it's in the previous video. Okay, and then it also says Ron and Kim Smith have offered $10,000 through Victory Baptist Church for information that leads to the return of the two boys, with another $10,000 from West Coast Realty under the same conditions. And then we have, of course, California City has approved the amount of $25,000 for information that leads to the arrest and conviction. Now, notice the difference, to the arrest and conviction. So, I mean, that means you could be waiting a while. Even if you provided information for that, the person will have to be arrested and tried and convicted before it would be determined if you would even get any of that funding. That's interesting. I mean, at least that's the way it's worded. $25,000 that leads to the arrest and, not or, but and conviction of the person or persons responsible for the boys' disappearance. That money is set to expire at midnight on February 23rd. Okay, just another description. The West boys are approximately 3 feet tall, 30 to 40 pounds, and both were last seen wearing black sweatshirts and gray sweatpants, which is how it is described on the National Missing and Exploited Children's webpage as well. And since the California City Police Department is still actively investigating their disappearance with the assistance of Bakersfield Police Department, Kearns County Sheriff's Department, and the FBI, anyone with information that can assist with the case, please contact the California City Police Department by calling the dispatch at 760-373-8606, you guys. So there you have it. That is all the information I have. Like I said, hopefully I will get a call back. If I don't, I guess we'll just have to work with the information I was able to obtain, because apparently no one else can answer that question. I even asked the ground, like, is there anybody else in general that can just answer some general questions about this? And the answer is no. The person that's actively working the case has to be the one to answer any of those questions. So I guess there is no general guideline for police departments and how reward money works when someone wants to put up a certain amount or help or whatever. So guys, that was what I was able to find out. And as you may know, if you've been paying attention to any of the news, here in Texas, we have been going through a winter storm, right? We have gotten snow like we have never snowed like this. Like we get like flake, if we are lucky at that. So then we got some real snow, okay? But on the backside of that, we've been dealing with extremely low water pressure and power outages. Fortunately, I have power. But the water pressure situation is still a headache. Um, yeah, so I just want to say hang in there to all of my fellow Texans. I know everybody is going through a stressful time. Stores were closed because there was ice on the road. So, and then when the store is open, the line is like crazy long. The gas stations are out of gas. So if you were like on E before this happened and you're trying to go out and get gas in the, near vicinity, you're probably out of luck right now because the gas stations all have those little yellow baggies on them. So we know what that means. Well, we're used to dealing with like hurricane stuff. So that usually happens during hurricane time because everybody's trying to fill up and get the hell out of Dodge. But yeah, this is crazy. So, and everybody still doesn't have power now. They say majority of people have their power back now, but there are still people that don't have power, especially in some of the other cities. Like I think San Antonio was having a rough time. And then I was just watching a news clip from someone in Dallas. Like literally they're without power. The water pipes have busted. You're showing, they're like pictures online of people like having like frozen water hanging from the ceiling. This person had frozen like icicles, like frozen hanging from the ceiling fan. Somebody else had like a frozen, like the water bowl for their dog was like completely frozen ice. Like it's just been crazy, okay? Crazy. So we're hanging in there. Some people have it worse than others. I just hope everybody can make it out of this situation safe and sound. There have actually been some carbon monoxide deaths too because people have been resorting to either sitting in their car in like a garage and trying to get warmed up, but then the carbon monoxide has nowhere to escape to in the garage with the door down. So I think a mother and an 8-year-old passed away because of that. And then we had some people had some fire situations. They haven't figured out what caused it, but probably because somebody tried to light a heater or figure out some kind of way to stay warm because the power is out. And then you have the fire trucks coming out and they're having a hard time putting the fire out because the water pressure is super low. Or, a lot of the water is just like freezing. So you guys, it has been a lot. I think they reported like somewhere like between 250 carbon monoxide poisonings that have happened already and like 15 deaths or whatever from people, like a whole family, if I'm not mistaken, has died. Because, they were running obviously, something with gas or some type of fuels. People bringing barbecue pits inside to try to warm the house. And I get it. Like it's, it was so freaking cold. You know what I mean? Like seriously, it was like, I believe the first night this happened, well, I think was Sunday night. Was it Sunday night or Monday night? Like literally, I looked at the temperature. My phone said it was 12 degrees outside, but the feel was 2 degrees. Like it has never been that cold. The feel was 2 degrees, dude. So to not have power or heat, and then you have people that have babies and stuff, it's been rough, you guys. It's been really rough, but everybody hang in there. We'll pull through this. It's almost over. I believe we are at the end of the road here. Yeah, but I want to again thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. If you have not done so, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I was doing like celebrity news a lot, but lately I just find myself wanting to do more important videos about things that are going on in the community, and I have more substance to it. Okay, you guys, I love celebrity news too. I know a lot of us do, but lately here I want to cover some topics that are important. So you guys, again, thanks for checking out the channel. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Okay, smooches. And I'm going to put the number below if you have any information to help locate Orrin and Orson West. please call the number below. Okay, thank you.